Now, your ABC 9 News forecast first.
Good evening, everybody. Radar shows snow showers, and a lot of these evaporated before they hit the ground here this evening. There's still a chance that we could see a few snowflakes between about now and midnight, but accumulation, a dusting at the very most. As we move ahead now, let's take a look at our temperature map. If we do that, we can see that temperatures are generally in the 30s around Siouxland here this evening. It's been a pleasant evening. Let's go ahead and check those out. You can see those temperatures right now at 35 degrees in Sioux City and below freezing now in Orange City and Sheldon at 30 degrees. Here's your planner for tonight. Cloudy skies overnight, down to 27 degrees at 6, 28 and mostly cloudy at 10. Your detailed forecast with more snow chances coming up in just a few minutes. It's time for your news.
Now, on ABC 9 News.
So was that a surprise? Was it?
He's being called a nominee hard not to confirm. A closer look at President Trump's Supreme Court nominee.
And frankly, I tell him, I said, well, I don't know.
Although questions continue, the clock is about to run out for those still looking to re-enroll in Obamacare.
And it's a battle for the Missouri River Conference basketball title. Is East wearing the crown?
Now, live with local news that matters from KCAU-TV in Sioux City, Iowa. This is ABC 9 News at 10.
And good evening. Thanks for being with us this evening. I'm Tim Seaman.
And I'm Jenna Renstrom. President Trump introduces his pick for the U.S. Supreme Court to the American people.
And as you saw earlier tonight, right here on KCAU-9, the president appeared with his nominee at the White House. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has a look at the conservative judge who could be elevated to the nation's highest court.
President Trump nominates Judge Neil Gorsuch to take a seat on the Supreme Court bench.
Judge Gorsuch has outstanding legal skills, a brilliant mind, tremendous discipline.
According to a senior administration official, President Trump personally interviewed Gorsuch before his inauguration.
I pledge that if I am confirmed, I will do all my powers permit to be a faithful servant of the Constitution and laws of this great country.
The 49-year-old is a federal appeals judge in Denver and a solid conservative. He's a graduate of Oxford and Harvard Law. The High Court has been operating with only 8 justices since Antonin Scalia's death last February.
Justice Scalia was a lion of the law. Agree or disagree with him, all of his colleagues on the bench share his wisdom and his humor.
During the campaign, Trump promised that his nominee would be someone similar to Scalia.
The qualifications of Judge Gorsuch are beyond dispute. I only hope that both Democrats and Republicans can come together for once for the good of the country.
But it looks like it's going to be a big fight on Capitol Hill to get Judge Gorsuch confirmed. Democrats are already gearing up to filibuster Trump's nominee. At the Supreme Court, Stephanie Ramos, ABC News.
Not surprisingly, Siouxland's tri-state delegation of Republican senators are praising the president's choice for the nation's high court. Many of them tonight are calling Neil Gorsuch a judge who could follow in the footsteps of the late conservative justice Antonin Scalia.
Neil Gorsuch is an exceptionally well-qualified mainstream jurist, and I believe his long record of thoughtful jurisprudence will make him an asset to the court.
He's a sort of a judge that we should have on the Supreme Court because he believes in interpreting law and interpreting the Constitution according to original intent.
The Siouxland area senators are calling for a quick confirmation process for Gorsuch. On Capitol Hill, Democrats and Republicans clashed today over some of Trump's cabinet picks. This all playing out as friction over last week's executive order on immigration continues to grow. The nation remains sharply divided over the administration's ban of all refugees and nationals from 7 predominantly Muslim countries. But Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly said today that the White House has no plans of changing course.
Students at Briarcliff University are watching and assessing President Trump's first days in office, some of them gathering in the Stark Student Center tonight to watch the president's announcement of his Supreme Court nominee. The students we talked with say they've also been talking about the president's executive order on immigration.
Got to understand both viewpoints. Like, I've been hearing, like, one side been saying, like, not to cry about it. I mean, he's just trying to stop terrorism. But at the same time, there are families and like brothers, sisters, moms that want to come like to America. All these are like big things. Like, it's not just one-sided. You got to see both sides.
A number of students told us they want to keep an open mind and examine both sides of these debates.
The leader of Sioux City Community Schools is expressing a level of concern about the president's executive travel ban order. As KCAU-9's Jamie Perez heard directly from the superintendent, some immigrant families in the school district are worried tonight.
It was apparent that there were a number of students and families who were confused by recent conversations at the national level and actions. And so we felt it necessary to make it clear to our students, to our families, that we're here for them and that we are honored to have the opportunity to work with them.
Dr. Gosman released this statement Tuesday morning, making the intentions of the Sioux City School District clear in light of any confusion from the ban on immigration under Donald Trump's presidency. Gosman makes it clear that the district does not tolerate discrimination of any kind and will welcome any student with open arms.
It is our job to serve those who come through our doors and to help them learn to be successful in life, to be successful citizens, and to do all that we can to show them that pathway for that journey.
Gosman says over the past week that protests over the immigration ban have erupted across the nation. Students and parents have expressed their concerns to their principals about what the future holds for them and their education.
We've got 15,000 students in our district, roughly. About 20% of those students, 1 out of every 5 students in our district, does not speak English as their home language. That's not to say that every one of those students who are learning the English language is necessarily an immigrant or a refugee. But it gives you an idea of the size of our population that is, regularly, working through the challenges.
Gosman says the district will continue to provide the best possible educational experience for their students, no matter what happens at the federal level. In Sioux City, Jamie Perez, KCAU 9 News.
There's a lot of debate over health insurance, specifically the Affordable Care Act. Midnight tonight is the deadline to sign up, even though President Trump and congressional Republicans are promising to repeal it. When he took office, Trump signed an executive order directing federal agencies to take all possible steps to minimize the burdens that law imposes. But many people in Siouxland are still running to the online insurance exchange, at least right now.
So we've had a couple thousand, again, people that came through our doors in this open enrollment period for assistance, and then we've had some new enrollees as well. We expected that, and we want to make sure we're here for the city and the consumers.
So far this enrollment period, more than 8.8 million Americans have signed up. Again, the deadline to enroll is midnight tonight, and you can do that at healthcare.gov.
There's new developments this evening involving that sewage stench in South Sioux City that's driven a group of residents from their homes for months now. It involves failing sewer plugs designed to keep waste odor from the Big Ox Energy plant out of residential lines. This deflated sewer plug was found in the lawn of a resident's home at 39th and G Streets in South Sioux. The city says that it wasn't inflating properly and simply needed to be replaced. It's reportedly the second time in 2 weeks that the plug has failed. City crews were on site today checking out that sewer line.
They had the plug completely pulled out of the hole, laying out in my front yard, so that they're not finding solutions for this stuff. They're doing a Band-Aid approach, and that new force line is not working.
It is possible that they might deflate both of them. If they did, we still have the mechanical valves at all the streets, at all the locations that would stop any potential gases.
But the city couldn't explain why meter readings inside residents' homes today showed high levels of H2S. That's a gas byproduct from Big Ox. The city admits that the plugs are a temporary fix until they can build a permanent sewer line to keep industrial and residential sewage separate. South Sioux City officials hope to have that permanent fix in place by summer.
We have sports coming up in just a little bit, and the World of Iowa Prep basketball had an eye on East High's gym tonight.
Still to come, the 3rd and 4th ranked Class 4A boys teams tipped against each other in an MRAC rematch.
To ask Fred question, what is the bright light we see in the western sky lately? I'll have the answer, plus a look at your 7-day forecast with a couple snow chances next.
You're watching ABC 9 News at 10 with Tim Seaman, Jenna Renstrom, Chief Meteorologist Fred Hexam, and Sports Director Chris Palmquist. This is ABC 9 News at 10.
KLEM Dennis Morris joins us tomorrow with this week's Ag Report.
And in our weather, we can expect to have some cooler temperatures moving ahead, plus a couple of snow chances too. We'll let you know how much is on the way.
Tomorrow on ABC 9 News This Morning.
It's back, the best deal ever from Cable One. For a limited time, $25 gets you 100 megs. Really, $25. That's half price on high-speed internet. We've never offered you so much for so little. So call Cable One at 855-808-2737. 100 megs means reliable Wi-Fi and the best streaming on all your devices, all for just $25. But this half-price deal ends soon. So call and switch today. Cable One, the face of fast.
Super Bowl hotel shocker.
How much is the rate during Super Bowl week?
$700. But what are you really getting for those fancy prices?
Completely bug infested.
Next in Set Edition.
Wednesday at 6:30 on ABC 9.
For years, Wheelock-Bursig Dentistry has been offering the best in oral health care, and we continue to grow along with Siouxland. So now, we're proud to announce Dr. J.C. Post has joined our team, focusing on everything from basic general dentistry to the most detailed dental procedures. The doctors and staff at Wheelock-Bursig are better equipped than ever to serve you. Wheelock-Bursig Dentistry, specializing in creating beautiful smiles.
Get ready, Sioux City. Here's your chance to win tickets to the Speedway on Ice, Tyson Event Center, February 4th, 7:30 p.m. Go to SiouxlandsMatters.com now to enter for your chance to win tickets today.
They're out there. You'll find them spending countless frosty mornings crouched in blinds, fishing endless misty bays, charging up steep hills, pushing their bodies to the limit. They rise before dawn and get home past dark. No one is born a Shields expert, but it's as if some are born to be one. Shields, they have to be experts out there before we call them experts in here.
Your local newscast that ends at this desk begins at these. Picking up the phone and chasing down leads, digging deeper, getting answers to your questions. When it affects our communities, KCAU-9 News investigates. Kneffler Chevrolet Weatherball has turned to blue. Colder weather will ensue. Find new roads with Kneffler Chevrolet. Check us out at kchev.com. Now, your local forecast from Siouxland's weather team.
Welcome back, everybody. Here is our live Port Neal Welding Company Skycam HD from the Ho Chunk Center in downtown Sioux City. Let's check that almanac today. 39 degrees the high temperature, 35 the low. That's since midnight last night, so temperatures haven't moved much. And the normal low, 11 degrees, so we're far above that. Let's move ahead here now and take a look at what's going on here across the rest of Siouxland. Let's move ahead and check out, I believe we're going to go to Storm Lake for our Skycam HD. Having some trouble there advancing, so I'm going to move out of the shot here just real quick. Let's check that out. Now, this is our live Sioux City camera, and now we're going to take a look at temperatures around Siouxland where we have 30s across the map. So temperatures are pretty much right where we left them in the lower to middle 30s. Now let's check out those wind chills. A little bit chilly across the north with some lower 20s, middle 20s, central and south. But at least we don't have any below zero wind chills. You know, it is still the last day of January. It could be worse. Winds as they are pushing in from the northwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now, how about if we dial up our satellite and radar across the upper Midwest? You can see that radar has shown what would appear to be some widespread snow showers around Siouxland, and some spots have seen a trace of snow. Our weather watcher in Norfolk called in with a trace earlier, but really nothing more than that. The relative humidity is kind of borderline for getting any snow to the ground, plus we've had those temperatures at or above freezing through the night. So here's your Stormcast HD. Let's go ahead and advance that, and you can see as we go through the night tonight, we'll see perhaps clouds, but I think the main snow threat is now pushing off to our south. What we're looking at tomorrow, if we advance again here, we can see a cold front pushing in here from the north. That means we can say goodbye to those upper 30s. We're talking about a cool down lasting into Thursday as well. In fact, Thursday looks even colder. Let's move ahead another frame or two, and we can see that front actually pushing into Siouxland Thursday. Temperatures will be their coldest at that point. Then on Friday, we do have a chance of snow pushing through. This chance is looking a little bit healthier to me tonight than it did even earlier today. So especially northern parts of Siouxland. That's where we could see some accumulating snow here on Thursday night and into Friday morning. How much snow are we talking about? Let's go ahead and advance the snow forecast. And you can see that the accumulating snow, well, it's generally going to be across the north once we get into Friday. 23 will be our low temperature tonight with a chance of snow mainly through midnight, but if you get a dusting, that'll be on the high end of things. 30 our high temperature for tomorrow with breezy winds and partly cloudy skies gusting to 20 miles per hour. And here is the 7-day forecast. The coldest day will definitely be on Thursday. Then we're talking about that small chance of snow coming on Friday. While we look at the beautiful skyline of downtown Sioux City, there we go, wait for that 7-day forecast. There we go. And that chance of snow there on Friday. 40s then for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A nice treat there. And then we're watching another cold front that's going to be pushing in on Tuesday. That will bring us a chance of primarily snow, but maybe a mix. There could be some rain, freezing rain, or sleet as we start that system off on Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. Well, what is the bright light we see in the western sky lately? The answer, if you're looking at the brightest light, is probably the planet Venus. And it's pretty cool here. We've been able to see Venus the past few nights in the southwest at dusk. And then if you look a little bit farther than that, a little smaller light in the sky, that's the planet Mars. Now here's something else cool. A couple days ago, the moon was not near those planets in the sky. It got closer yesterday. Today, it formed kind of a triangle between Mars, the moon, and Venus. I think that's pretty cool. Our winner tonight is Janet Augustine from Sioux City, and Janet is the winner of a $20 gift certificate to Power Wash USA Car Wash. Janet, you mentioned earlier that is a very timely gift this time of the year. So, Janet, I hope you enjoy that, and well, I hope your car enjoys it, too.
And thanks for your question, Janet, because I had noticed that last night, and the moon was so low last night, too. Really neat.
Venus.
There you go. Thanks, Fred.
That's it for news and weather, but there's a big night of sports ahead. Here's Chris and Jesse with the complete highlight list.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you for joining us here on another edition of the KCAU-9 Sports Zone. As Tim said, alongside Jesse Kroll, I'm Chris Palmquist.
And yet we have another big night of highlights in store for you, including the Western Valley Conference semifinals. And as teams start to make their postseason push, we've got to see who makes the push.
That's right, and we'll start here in town with arguably the biggest game, not just in Siouxland, but in the entire state. Number 3 East hosting 4th-ranked Abe Lincoln. Black Raiders handed the Lynx their only loss of the year, and you know it's big when game day's there. Late in the second, Aiden Vanderloo knocks home the triple, 28-all after the first 16 minutes of play. Ahead to the third now, Sam Hildahl 0 for 1 from deep heading into the Knights. They're heading up that average to 50%. Buddy Raiders in front. Eat it up, kid. AL certainly keeping things tight. Preston Fant gets the tip board, takes it all the way to go up 3. But just like in the first meeting, East was strong down the stretch. Jalen Billings takes it himself. East goes back in front. Then Hildahl gets the board. Mugged on the attempt, but gets the basket to fall anyway. He's fired up. How about one more here from Vanderloo? He led the way with 19. East held AL to 1 point in the final 6 minutes. They won a big one, 61-51. Heelan with a huge non-conference tilt, welcoming Scott Catholic out of Omaha. Early on, Elijah Hayescamp. Fall-away jumper on the baseline. Crusaders up early. After Scott took the lead, it's Kyrie Peck, 3 of his team-high 20 right here. Puts the Crusaders back in front. The guests keep working it, though, and going inside. TJ Skradsky in his 6'6 frame, hard to handle down low. Gets 2 there. Phelan hanging tough. Hayescamp looking like Tim Duncan there. He really likes that fall-away move. I would be a fan of it, too, if I was that good at it, but I'm not. Then in the second, Colin Kasperbauer can't get it, follows his shot, gets the second effort. This one down to the wire, but Scott wins it with 3 ticks left, 54-52. South Sioux jumping across the river in search of their second win of the year, taking on West. Early on, the Wolverines sip it away on defense. It gets in the hands of Cliff McCray, who lays it in for 2 and the lead. Later, another turnover. West outrunning again. This time, Deshaun Foy cashes in. West started on an 8-0 run, but out of the timeout, Denton Porter stops that run with a triple. Get the Cards on the board. South Sioux continuing to close the gap. Micah DeHardy finds Caden Sailors on the run out. They would cut it down to 1, but late in the quarter, Marquise Bolden rips one to James King. West wins comfortably 77-49.
Up to Lamar's now, the 10th-ranked Bulldogs trying to slow a hot Storm Lake squad. In the first quarter, Will Potabom is jammed in the corner, but it doesn't matter. He'll hit the long ball right in the defender's grill. He had 21 points tonight. Storm Lake would respond, though, with the three of their own. Court Newt, he's going to have a high arching three, but it doesn't matter. He'll knock it down. With just under 2 seconds left in the first quarter, Braden hoops, gets it off, and he'll hit right at the buzzer. Right there. Hard to see that right at the buzzer. But they're still down 19-17. The Bulldogs would take over after that. Trenton Hilbrands runs right around his defender and gets the layup to drop. He'd have a team-high 23 points, and Lamar's takes this one 67-37. Across town, HMS looking for their first win, taking on Galen. In the first quarter, the Hawks trying to break the Jays' defense, and Brett Wohlert nails the three-pointer, and the sophomore's coming in clutch. Cooper, you asked me before the game, and you held up your end of the bargain, so guess what? I'll hold up mine. Cooper Davis hitting nothing but the bottom of the net from downtown. At the other end, though, another sophomore for HMS. Cade Shipha, with a little hesitation, he'll blow right by his defender for the easy two. But Galen's offense gave them too many fits. The Jays can't hit on the first chance, but Cole Wiltgen fights for the board and gets the second chance points, and Galen takes this one 65-53.
Well, time for a full timeout here, but when we come back, we'll check out the Western Valley Conference semifinals for Kingsley and Sloan. See you in 3.
ABC 9's 7-day weather forecast is brought to you in part by Bomgars. What you need when you need it.
Want lotion for skin that glows? Skin that glows? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Fireworks of flavor! Fireworks of flavor? My lips get so dried and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. All-day moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my lips back.
Bucks is back, and you can sense the excitement. You could win one of 5 2017 Ford F-150 XLT Flex Fuel trucks. 5 times the truck, 5 times the excitement.
It's an early President's Day mattress sale at Ashley Home Store. This week, feel the Tempur-Pedic difference and save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Or save hundreds on Sealy Optimum and Hybrid and get 3 years no-interest financing. Find sleep designed with you in mind at Ashley Home Store.
Quit the cigarettes. And I've reduced the amount of nicotine. I've gone from 24 milligram per milliliter down to 3 milligram per milliliter.
I smoked for approximately 30 years. I'm one of those whining non-smokers now.
These are electronic nicotine delivery systems. There's a reason they're called INS devices.
It's replaced the act of smoking without the smoke.
Absolutely would recommend Aloma to anyone.
If you don't smoke, don't vape. But if you do smoke, come to Aloma for an alternative.
Super Bowl Hotel Shocker.
How much is the rate during Super Bowl week?
$700.
But what are you really getting for those fancy prices?
Completely bug infested.
Next Inside Edition.
Wednesday at 6:30 on ABC 9.
Pro football's showcase game, of course, is a global event whose reach goes far beyond the United States borders. The big game will be beamed to about 200 nations in 25 different languages. Thousands of media from all over the world will come to the area to cover the events. And the halftime show, it's the most viewed part of the broadcast, drawing 118 million viewers.
This big game informational clip is brought to you by RJ Automotive Machine.
Siouxland sees a wide spectrum of weather, from beautiful sunsets to heavy ice and snowstorms. Now you can share what you see with all of Siouxland with the KCAU Storm Pins app. Just take a picture and pin it to the KCAU Storm Pins weather map. Then watch KCAU-9 News to see your pic shared on air by the KCAU-9 weather team. Download the KCAU Storm Pins app from the iPhone App Store or Google Play. Share your weather pin today.
Welcome back. Saturday's Western Valley Championship game is set on the boys' side. And tonight, we'd figure out who will play for the title for the girls.
We'll start with Kingsley Pearson and Woodbury Central. They may share track and cross-country squads, but Plenty to play for tonight. Wildcats handed KP their only loss of the season earlier this month. Second quarter, Lady Panthers already up 16. Madison Goodwin knocks down the three-pointer. Go ahead and make it 19. Later on, Addison Hirschman, the SDSU commit, gets a pass inside. Defender in her face. Doesn't matter. She gets the shot to roll in. They go up 21. Woodbury Central trying to mount a comeback here. Hallie Gray connects for three. Gets the rare four-point opportunity there. She draws a foul too, but just too much from the Panthers on the fast break. Allie Bailey gets it to drop. They win at 86-54. In the other semifinal, Westwood in search of their second win of the season over Ridgeview. First quarter, Paige Metcalf gets the pass down the paint, up and in for a bonus as well. Later on, Kaylee Tobin running wide open down the court ahead of the pack for the transition lay-in. More from the Rebels. That was a common theme early in this one. Metcalf again here. This time hits the baseline jumper and that friendly roll at home in Sloan. Westwood also getting it done on the defensive side. Brooklyn Top with the steal and the finish. They started the game on a 14-0 run, just like the first time these two played. They're on to the finals, 64-30.
Samoa girls basketball, 11-6. Okoboji taking on 11-7 MOC Floyd Valley in Orange City. In the first quarter, Camry Jones looks trapped in the corner, but she finds her a solution with Megan Christopherson, the freshman with the deep ball. The Dutch do it on both ends of the floor, though. Lily DeHaan creates the steal and snags the loose ball. She'll get some space with the crossover and finish with the lay-in. Okoboji working the ball inside and out on this play, but it's going to end up in the hands of Kaylin Stumbo. She'll hit the three. Something about the arena area for that was working for them on that side of the floor. But they couldn't handle MOC Floyd Valley tonight. The Dutch swinging the ball all the way around the arc before they pound it down low to Morgan DeYoung. And MOC Floyd Valley wins 54-42. The SBL girls stepping out of conference to play Denison Schleswig. Opening tip-off and the Lady Monarchs strike quickly as Jaslyn Beat gets the bucket, open the scoring. Later in the quarter, the Warriors down by 9, but Lexi Sneller hits nothing but net on the long jumper, and that's going to cut into the deficit. But the Monarchs answer back. Jacqueline Ingram gets the pass inside. She's going to finish things off with the lay-in. It'll be a tough go for the Lady Warriors tonight as they fall 60-46. The college hoops now. Iowa State looking for an upset of West Virginia. Ceremony for Monte Morris. He becomes the program's leading assist goer. The Mountaineers didn't really care for that, though. A pair of threes from Nathan Adrian and Tariq Phillip. And then it's going to be a huge two-handed slam from Sagaba Kunate. But the Cyclones, they're going to respond. Donovan Jackson's going to hit a triple of his own. And he'd be jacked up after that one. And why wouldn't you be? Now ISU is going to be down 22-14, but that'll change with Deontay Burton finding a wide-open Matt Thomas in the corner. But it's the Mountaineers who lead Hilton 85-72.
No Peter Jock for Iowa tonight. The Hawkeyes on the road at Rutgers. There he is in street clothes. Hawkeyes, no hesitation, though. Isaiah Moss hits for three. Iowa up 24 in the first half. Then some quick passing leads to Ahmad Wagner. Two-handed flush. He missed the freebie, but, 2 points anyway. And Iowa had no troubles. They win big, 83-63. And finally, congrats to Heelan wrestling coach Scott Davis. The Crusaders gave him win number 1,100 in his dual career. Already the national leader in that category, just adding to it his 39th season as a high school coach, of course, his first here at Bishop Heelan. Congratulations on that, and thank you for staying up with us. Fred will join us with one last check of your forecast when we come back.
Tour the world in epic culinary fashion. From rock and roll Asian to American South to mouth-watering Mexican to family-style Italian and tasty desserts. No taste bud will be missed at the World Tour Buffet. We'll keep you coming back for seconds and thirds. Refuel your fun in our rock and roll inspired international buffet. Play slots for free. Get $7 in free slot play instantly with your buffet purchase. Only at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sioux City.
Get ready, Sioux City. Here's your chance to win tickets to the Speedway on Ice, Tyson Event Center, February 4th, 7:30 p.m. Go to SiouxLandMatters.com now to enter for your chance to win tickets today.
Watch out! Attack of the Killer Dodgeball is back. Saturday, February 18th at the Heinemann Hobbs Hyper Center on the campus of Morningside College. Gather your team and get ready to attack. Open to all businesses, nonprofits, and groups of friends. All proceeds benefit Welcome Home, a temporary shelter for homeless families in Sioux City. Visit Facebook.com/Siouxland Dodgeball for more information. The 6th annual Attack of the Killer Dodgeball, presented by the Yawkey Family Foundation and U.S. Bank, is back February 18th. Get in the action if you dare. Wait no more. The 3rd annual Pete Godey Memorial Benefit Concert is back and still rocking. KCAU-9 and Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sioux City are bringing you a day full of foot-stomping live music from 4 amazing bands. Amazing. Plus, silent auction items and memorabilia you actually want to bid on. Great cause, great time, live music. What else do you want? How about free? No excuses. We'll see you in Anthem, Sunday, February 12th from 2 to 8.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Fred's got us set for Wednesday.
That's right. And for tomorrow, looks like a breezy day, but dry, 30. Colder Thursday, 25. A chance of snow on Friday, 30. And then 40s for the weekend.
Thanks so much for joining us. Jimmy Kimmel is up next, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Good night.
What's that? Herbicide!
What a shout! Hey, Ragweed, pass the soap!
Listen to Amaranth and Cocklebur back there singing in the shower.
Wait. And on that farm he had some weeds!
Uh-oh. I can't even get out of here. Mommy!
Women leaders make a difference. Register now for the Iowa Women Lead Change Siouxland Conference taking place at the Sioux City Convention Center February 16th. Carrie Lorenz, Jeffrey Tobias Halter, and Sally Krawcheck will be the outstanding speakers at the event. This innovative conference will empower, challenge, and inspire current and future leaders of our Siouxland community. Join us February 16th at the Sioux City Convention Center for the 3rd Annual Iowa Women Lead Change Siouxland Conference.
Thank you. Did you see anyone's brothers? Did you lose this? Thanks for helping us.
No problem.
You feel nice? You're welcome.
We do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 5 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
Don't miss Medical Monday on KCAU-9 News. Get sound advice and tips from experts who can help you live a healthier lifestyle. Your health matters. Medical Monday, only on KCAU-9 News. Brought to you by Mercy Medical Center and Dunes Surgical Hospital. Join Jenna Renstrom.